Hello everybody, xsubtowner here, and welcome to a brand new series of Civilization 5 Brave New World. People have been requesting more, so here we go. Let's begin this quick look at the game setup. A few noticeable differences versus what I normally do, and that would be the epic speed. I will get to why I've decided to go with the epic speed. First things first, though, we are playing as Dido of, the Carthage. And, well, the reason why I chose them is because we are playing on large islands. I want to do some kind of, like, naval war type of games. Try to win maybe perhaps a domination victory, which will require a lot of naval units like submarines and all those cool things. And we'll see how that works out. And that's why I took Carthage. I mean, all coastal cities get a free harbor, which I think is very, very nice. Our units may also cross mountains after the first great general is earned. Not sure that's going to be all that useful for this particular series, but anyways, we'll see. We never know, I guess. Yeah, so large islands should be kind of interesting. It's a little bit different versus, say, the archipelago map. Large islands, basically, every civ starts on a large island on their own, and supposedly everything is balanced, so we'll see how that works out. Of course, standard game, size. Deity difficulty, I mean, I've done it once. I feel obligated to do it again. Not sure that I'm 100% comfortable still playing on this difficulty level, especially for a domination victory, but we'll see how that works out. And of course, epic speed, like I mentioned at the beginning. The reason why is because I tend to find the game is just way too fast on Deity, playing on standard map, or standard speed rather. So this should hopefully, slow things down a little bit, and at the very least, make our units a little bit more viable for, longer periods of time, which is probably why a lot of people play epic speed, actually. Which, by the way, I used to always play epic speed. I stopped when I started doing, YouTube videos, and I've pretty much done only normal speed games since, so my timing is going to be, like, way off, at least for the beginning part of the game, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, a lot of people suggested some pretty cool, ideas as to who to play as, like Russia, which I will definitely do at some point, as well as Spain. But I don't know, man. Spain on Deity, me with my skill level, I'll just get crushed. I'm just gonna get totally destroyed. And England was also suggested, and I really wanted to do England, but then anyway, something happened, and well, I won't be doing England yet. I will do it at some other time. So there we go. Carthage, Dido. Let's begin this. Let's start game and see what kind of starting location we get. Well, the starting location is actually not that bad, actually. We are rivered. Also, right next to a mountain right off the bat, so that's very nice for the eventual observatory. We get some cattle, which is great, actually, so we're going to want the animal husbandry as soon as possible. We get fish, we get whale, which is nice, and some marble. I'm probably just going to settle here. Moving anywhere else doesn't really make any sense. If I move on to the marble, I basically lose the river, and if I move to this side of the river, I lose the mountain. So I don't know why I would even want to consider moving. So I'm just going to shut up, and I'm going to go ahead, plop the city down here. We're going to choose our tech. Oh, what a hard decision this usually is. Why is this not working? Choose tech. Jesus Louises. All right. Pottery, as usual, because, well, we're going to want to build the shrine as soon as possible, and hope that works out. What am I going to do first? Well, you know what? Large islands. Let's keep that in mind. They're not very large. I've done some test runs, so I don't need a scout. So I'm going to go straight monument right away. We're going to get the monument out right away. And, yeah, let's begin exploring. So we got some more whales on this side. Some more marble. That's very nice. Yeah, if this is maybe connected to our island, so that would be nice. So I guess I'll head that way. I don't really see why I wouldn't go that way. Let's just take a quick look at the city here. So absolutely, I will lock you on the cattle. And this once we build the pasture, we're gonna get an extra hammer, which I'm realizing right now. I was saying a not bad start, but we're not gonna be very good production-wise, which may come back to haunt us. I guess we shall find out as the game continues on. So yeah, let's do this. Again, first time in a very long time that I play on epic speed. I'm actually going to be quite curious as to how my timing's going to be with, like, just everything. I mean, the early game is so important, and I'm so used to playing a certain way that, yeah, it should be kind of interesting to see how that works out. So there's another mountain here, actually, now that I'm realizing. Whales, fish, sheep. Actually, if I settle another city here, I get pretty much everything here. Wow, that's pretty strong. That's a lot of whales. You know, whales comboed with, like, just anything, really. Comboed with the lighthouse. It's actually going to be quite strong. I'm liking this. Plus, it's another mountain city. I don't remember the last time I had a game where I ended up having 2 cities with mountains. Okay, well, a free tech is a free tech. Archery is not really something I think I'll need anytime soon, seeing as how we're playing on an island. But yeah, I mean, it's a free tech nonetheless. I would have preferred something like, you know, faith or culture. That probably would have been a lot better. So we got a city-state here. That's good. Pretty sure we will be the first to discover them. Let's go ahead and go next. I'll try to speed things up. I have to remember this is epic speed, as I've mentioned already like a million times. So Hong Kong, what is Hong Kong all about? I keep forgetting. Mercantile, that's nice. I love mercantile. It's a good way to get easy, you know, happiness. It gives 2 happiness plus ivory we don't have in porcelain. So this place will give us 10 happiness if we get them allied. I'm going to want to get these guys allied like ASAP. If I have to actually give them money, I will give them money. I really don't care. It has to be done. Alright, so we grew over here. Nice. I'll just keep working that. I'm going to go with my standard, you know, like 4, pop 4, and then, you know, settler. I am going to do a little bit, you know, different things in the social policies as what I usually do, as requested by one person. But I still think it's time that I try different things. Just to make things a little bit different. Alright, cool. So we got another ancient rune on this side. Let's hope for something nice, like culture. Or pop. That's you know, that's even better. Yeah. Alright. You're working this, though. Maybe I should do this. I could slow you down just a little bit. Because even if I grow, well, I guess the quicker I grow, it'll be an extra beakerage. But man, oh man, we have hardly any production here, and I would like to get things done quickly. You know what? I'm going to try this. What's the worst that can happen besides me ruining this complete, you know, series? Big whoop. You know, there are other series that would come afterwards. So let's call this like a test run. Epic speed test run, deity, domination. Yeah, let's go down here. Oh, cool. Wow. Holy schmoly, that's not bad at all. Actually, this cattle's connected to our main city once it gets there. This cattle isn't. There's more whales, fish over here, bison here. Wow, you know what? I might settle a city. My second city probably will come down here. No other luxury resource, though. Wow, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. That's going to cause happiness issues early on. I can feel it. Alright, pottery. 1 turn away from the monument. Once that's done, we're definitely going to do the shrine, for sure. What to do next? What to do next? Well, you know what? I need sailing. We're playing on islands. I have to find the other, you know, AIs as quickly as possible. Well, by the way, I should have probably have mentioned what our special units are. Like I said, there's nothing too special. We get this, the quinquirium, the quinquireme, which replaces the trireme. It's got, I think, 2 extra strength or 3 extra strength. So it's actually pretty good early on to destroy, like, barbarian triremes, which is nice. And our other unit replaces the regular horse guys, which are over here. We get the African forest elephants. Not going to be all that important for us, unfortunately, for this particular, you know, game setup. So, you know what? I made a, you know, I don't know. This might be a mistake playing as Carthage, but whatever. Anyways. So this is really nice. I like this down here. This is potentially a pretty good spot for a second city. I mean, the island is big enough for like maybe 4 cities. So that's kind of what I like. We can focus on economy and then, you know, eventually, you know, mid-game-ish start thinking about what kind of domination moves we want to make. Yeah, might as well send you back up. What are we doing here? Right, the shrine. Don't fuck that up. Definitely need that as soon as possible. You know, in fact, I think there is a thing, a religious thing, cannot think of the word right now, that benefits from sea stuff, like sea resources, if I'm not mistaken. We shall see what that is if I actually have a chance to get one of those religious things, where right now I'm forgetting the word. Let's, you know what, let's head on this side, just see what's up here. I'd like to take a look. Again, this is why I didn't build a scout. If you're going to do archipelago or like islands or anything like that, there's really no reason to build a scout. At least not that I can think of. So this just speeds the whole, you know, everything, really. Just makes things a little bit quicker. Got the monument out quicker, which we are going to be getting in 2 turns. Our first social policy, and I will talk about the little differences that I'm going to be doing in this series. I'm gonna be testing things out, man. This is gonna be like a let's test things out type of playthrough, and hopefully still manage a win somehow, which would be nice. All right, adopt a policy. All right, so yes, as someone mentioned to me, I always go tradition, and you know what? I kind of like liberty, and I think I should do liberty. I haven't done liberty in a while. Liberty works very well for like domination, because if you do end up with a lot of cities, you know, there's some pretty good stuff in here, like this thing here, which reduces 5% unhappiness from non-occupied cities, which is very nice. Plus 1 happiness for each, you know, city you own connected to the capital. Since we get free harbors on all our coastal cities, we won't even have to bother with roads, which is awesome. Which is kind of why I chose Dido, actually. What else? I mean, there's just tons of cool stuff here. This Republic is awesome. I mean, plus 1 production in every city and plus 5% production in cities when constructing buildings is very nice. The free settler is nice. A free worker, and workers do their improvements 25% faster is very nice as well. So, you know what? I'm going to go Liberty. With that said, however, I cannot function without my plus 3 culture from the very beginning of the game coming from our capital. I mean, it's not just the 3 culture, but it's also the border popping of the of your capital. I mean, you just get new tiles much quicker early on. So I'm gonna adopt this one first, and then I'm gonna go Liberty, and I might grab more stuff in tradition. I don't think I care about honor actually, since we're gonna be doing more of a naval, you know, warfare type thing. Like, there's a lot of things here that just help towards, you know, melee units, like 15% production when training melee units, okay, but I don't really plan on having that many melee units. It's going to be mostly naval units. 50% experience is kind of nice for all military units, I guess. Discipline here. Combat strength with melee units again. This is more of a melee unit thing again, which is not much help to us for this particular, you know, game setup. This I like, though. I really do like this. Garrison give happiness and increase culture by 2. Maybe I'll grab these 3 at the very least. Professional Army is actually kind of nice too. Very nice, you know, upgrades, 33% reduced cost and everything. Anyways, maybe a bit of honor, a bit of tradition. I'll try to finish Liberty. Of course, we're going to want at least a few of the rationalism things, and maybe ignore everything else. But anyway, so that's the game plan. A little bit different than what I normally do. But like I said, I can't function without at least unlocking the tradition tree right off the bat, just for the 3, you know, culture. Oh, lovely, an axe. Barbarian axe guy. I can't remember. I think these guys crush warriors. Really, an axeman already? A hand axeman? That's just my luck. It couldn't be like an archer or something. Something a little bit easier to maintain. I'll take some pot shots. I honestly can't remember how well warriors do against hand axemen. I don't think it's very well, though. So this might be ugly. Oh shit, I took 50 damage. I took 50 fucking damage. That's not good. That's not cool. Let me do a quick heal. Maybe do another pot shot. What do we got here? The shrine's been built very quickly. I like that. 27 turns to grow. Yeah, do I mean, I can't do a settler yet. Return to map. Hang on. 5 turns away from even building the Quinquereme. I'm having a hard time pronouncing that one, but anyways. So, what else do I really need? I don't need the granary right now. A worker, I plan on stealing a worker from Hong Kong. Hopefully it spawns. I mean, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. If they don't, I'll have to just, you know, bite the bullet, I guess. And plus on epic speed, I'm not sure exactly when they spawn. I know on standard speed, it's like a turn 20-ish. They'll start spawning, like right now. But on epic speed, I think it's more like turn 30, I think, or something. Anyways. So with that said, there's not much I want to build right now. I do have to queue something up, though. You know what? I probably will need at least one archer eventually. But I think for now, I will send you to food. Actually, food with money. That makes more sense. Just for now. Just for now, until we can get the this thing here, and I'm gonna start building that immediately. Plus, once we hit pop 4, we're probably gonna want to do our settler. Man, this just seems like a losing battle. You know what? Let me start going towards Hong Kong and hope they spawn a unit soon. I will have to take care of those guys. You know what? I will need at least one archer and the warrior to take care of those guys. Those hand axemen are really annoying. Really, really annoying. You know what? Let's just park right here. We'll do some healing. And we will take it from there. Let's see what happens. Come on, Hong Kong. Spawn something, please. Alright, cool. We got sailing. 4 turns away from growing, but you know what? We don't really care. Let's show Q, add Q. We're going to do the Shkadaboosh. Where is it? This guy here. Move you up the ladder. I will now remove you from here, actually, and go back to there. You know, do I care about the money? I could grow. I could still grow quickly. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this. That's not too bad, actually. Let's do that. We can still grow in 6 turns. I would like to get the pop 4, actually. Alright, so let's go first in Liberty, which will give us another +1 culture in every city. So basically, once you've done 3 cities, it evens out with, you know, the first in tradition. But actually comboing both, though, is kind of nice for early game purposes. It kind of loses its appeal, you know, later on. You know, animal husbandry. You know what? I do have the cattle. We are probably biased horses just because of our one of our the war elephant thing. So I'm gonna go do that because this city really needs production, like major production. So since there's actually 2 cattle that we can do, animal husbandry, then I'll probably do writing. I mean, some people say to do writing as quickly as possible, get the library out as quickly as possible, but man, that really screws you with a lot of other things. Ah, yes, a worker. But damn, there's an axeman here. Fuck. All right, hang on. Okay, first things first. Declare war, yes. Scadaboosh you. Make peace there. I don't want to get bombarded. There's an axe guy running around. I want as much health as possible. We'll stay there for now. What? No, I can't even move anyways. So hopefully the axemen somehow... Okay, cool. You're going to stay there. So I can move like this. I can move like this. And hopefully Hong Kong... I don't know. Hopefully this guy tries to attack Hong Kong. That would be very nice. Anyways, we got a free worker, so that worked out. Because I really don't know where I would have fit a worker in this, I don't know, beginning part. Just because we need to do the trireme thing. I mean, anyways. 5 turns away from animal husbandry, so that's actually perfect timing in a sense. We're going to be able to start working on these tiles ASAP. And that's going to be quite valuable. Alright, where did you go? You went on there. Well, that makes sense. You could stay there. Definitely going to keep a guy here in production. Move here, move here. We grew. Very nice. We're still 7 turns away from our next social policy, which is going to be the Republic thing, which gives us an extra hammer. And buildings are built 5% faster, which is very strong. So for now, this guy here, you know what? You're going to have to... Well, do nothing. If I put you on sleep, I might actually forget. I tend to forget things often when I play this game. So right now, people that like to smile the most. Well, as usual. That's another problem, though, right now. Happiness, right. I'm down to 2. Ooh. Ooh, shikaboo-boo. Yeah, I'm going to need to get the whales ASAP. You know what? Before... No, I'll do the settler, then I'll do the whales. We'll fall negative happiness for a little while. I guess it's not the end of the world. Actually, you know what I'm going to need, though? Just realized I'm going to need to get the marble, so I got to get... Oh, you know what? We're done animal husbandry. No, we're not. I'm going to have to get masonry. So that means I'm going to have to do mining and masonry. Oh, shit. Writing as well. I need optics. It's cool that we got archery, actually, for free, because I can then get the wheel, because I really want the windmill, or the water mill. I have no choice to do this, though. I have to do mace like this. No, writing. Ah. Alright. Animal husbandry, of course. Let me do writing. Because we probably will be meeting people soon, and I will want the library sooner rather than later. But then again, I'm starting to think getting masonry before writing might make more sense now, though. Just to get the marble. Just for the 4 happiness. Oh, decisions. This is not an easy decision. It might look easy to some, like, oh, get writing, of course get writing. Yes, but when am I even going to build the library, though? The way I see it, the faster I get masonry, the faster I can connect the marble. Because I still have to do a workboat. There's still a few other things I have to do. I mean, I don't even know if there's a point. You know what I'll do? Let me do animal husbandry, and I'll do mining, and then I'll see what I want to do. I think that's what I'll do. Capiche? Understood. All right, you. One more turn of doing nothing, and we could start. We could start the party. I'm also gonna need an archer too. Oh, cool. We get the horses as I thought. I knew we were. I had a feeling we were biased horses, so we probably don't have iron. So I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Anyways, hang on. You construct the whatchamacallit pasture. You can alert there for now. Now we're doing mining. Not sure that's the right decision now anymore, though. You know what? It might not be. Might not be. Just because this guy's going to meet things. Actually, do I care about embassies right away, though? Not really. It's me. No, forget the embassies. The important thing is you get library. You get the writing because you're going to be ready to build the library soon, which I am not. Anyways, next turn. Does this guy actually do anything? Okay, 8 turns. Right, epic speed. Things are all fucked up now. The timing is all off. Okay, you demand gold. Well, that's nice. So do I in real life. Give me all your monies. Give me all your gold. Mayadop policy. This is going to help us. Republic of Doyle. Nice. Alright. Oh, shit. I'm doing the archer? Alright, let's do the archer. I mean, I'm committed now. I'll do the settler after. Honestly, I don't think it matters. I need the archer. I need something to help kill those barbarian encampments. In fact, is that a quest for you yet? You want a trade route? Really? That can be arranged, brah. That can be arranged. I am going to take control of this. I'm going to just call it a trireme. I'm going to take control of it because it's very important right now to meet as many people as possible. Is this the first pantheon that's been found? +1 food from camps. That's a pretty shitty thing. I wasn't paying attention. I might have skipped. I doubt that's the first one. But we're doing pretty good. I think we might get one. And like I said, I'm sure there's one that, you know, has something to do with sea resources. I forget what it does. Because usually in my games, I'm always taking the same ones. But we're going to do different things in this game. A lot of different things. We're going to try different things. We're going to get crushed differently. It's going to be great. Askia. You know what? Askia's not that bad. He can be very annoying, aggressive, but he can also be like your best friend for some reason. He's very random. Yes, what he said. Whatever you said. I agree. Because that's what I do. Alright, we have an archer. And we got some business to attend with the barbarians. Keep going there. Choose a production right route. We're going to do the settler now. Let's see. What is it? 18 turns. Do not like the 18 turns. How can I improve? Can't do anything here. Can't do... Oh, on the horses, of course. 16 turns. There we go. I don't think I could do any better than that. So we're going to get a settler out in 16 turns. We're bleeding money now, though, which is not cool, but what can you do? I don't like that there's darkness over here. I knew it. Fuck, man. You play this game for so long, you just know that when you see a bit of shadow at this stage of the game, probably means another freaking hand axe guy, though? Seriously? Those hand axe guys are like all over the place. Let's go next turn. We're going to want to crush this thing. I almost feel like saying yes, but no, we're not. We're going to wait. We're going to be getting writing. Actually, I'm going to have decisions to make now. Do I want writing or do I want to get the marble thing? What am I doing after the settler? Hang on, hang on. 15 turns for the settler. It's 13 to get masonry. After the settler, I probably want to build... I mean, I can always do a cargo ship. I don't need the granary. I already got my archer. Oh, workboat. See, I'm going to have to do a workboat. So I don't need writing just yet. You know what? Fuck that. So we're going to go masonry, then writing, then most likely optics, maybe the wheel. And then we'll take it from there. Obviously, construction is going to be very important as well. So that's the game plan. That is the game plan for the early parts of this game. You know what? I don't even know. You know what? Stay there. Take shots. There we go. That's how you crush the hand axe, guys. The hand axe barbs, as I call them. Let's go one more turn and we'll call it quits for this episode. Hopefully this will be an interesting series. Now, see, this is the other problem. This is the other problem. The freaking barb triremes. We're going to have to kill those things because they're going to just plunder my freaking workboats. And that's the catch. It's fun to have whales and clams or crabs or whatever they're called. Or pearls. But man, in the early game though, barbs just always plunder it. So we're going to actually need another one of our trireme things. Alright, anyways. I don't actually mind you taking a shot. We'll do that like that. Unit needs orders. Yeah, we're just having fun here. Yeah. We're just moving right along. Of course, I can tell right off the bat that England is way stronger than Carthage. Like, way stronger. That extra 2 movements on sea, or with naval units, is just crazy. That's just fucking crazy. Alright, you've leveled up. You know what, we're gonna go... There's a lot of rough terrain, I feel. Actually, there's a lot of open terrain as well. But this other encampment's over there. You know what, let's go rough terrain. You should be able to finish this guy, grab the loot. And that's it. We'll end the episode on that note. Someone built the Stonehenge. Far away lands, of course. Oh, cool. This is done. We got an extra hammer, so that's going to speed up the settler. Might as well go for this one here now. Or do I do this one? It's closer. No, you know what? This will help our second city. So let me start working on this thing. And I think that's it. Now we got to move this guy. We shall call it quits for this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. See you all in the next one.